Hey, it's Jason Semler at Semler Homes. Well, it's January here in Minnesota, and I thought I would talk to everybody a little bit about window condensation. I know, exciting topic, but it's something that every year we've got to talk about and remind folks of, and maybe give them some tips and tricks on how they can reduce what they're seeing for window condensation. So what happens in our state is we have a pretty extreme environment here in the winter months. It can be, we can have lows as low as, I've seen personally here, minus 40-degree air temperature where I live at. So we can see up to minus 40 degrees. And what's happening is we're living inside of our homes. We're creating a lot of moisture just in the activities that we're doing. And we have nice, warm, moist air. We have very cold and dry air outside. And we have a little piece of window glass that is between us and that. And what's happening is that glass is cold. And we have that warm, moist air traveling, and it's attracted to cold, dry air. So it's moving towards the cold, dry air. And when it hits that window glass, if it's cold enough, it'll condensate. So why is that a big deal? Well, that can create some damage. And it can be pretty expensive damage. The condensation can rot your wood trim around your window. If you've got wood windows, it could damage your window. It can damage your wall cavity. It could damage your drywall. It could damage your flooring. So it's something that you should be looking for. And if you find it, you should be trying to get rid of it. For everybody that's in a newer home, it's really going to be really simple for you to get rid of it. Yeah, everybody's got an air exchanger. You go to your air exchanger, turn your air exchanger up to the max setting, get that window condensation eliminated, then turn your air exchanger back down to a low setting. It's important. Do not keep the air exchanger at full tilt all winter long. It'll dry out everything. All your woodwork, if you have wood floors, your skin, drywall. I mean, there's a lot of things affected that have moisture inside your house, and if you take that moisture out, it'll cause problems. So you want to make sure you're not overdoing it. If you have window treatments, blinds, drapes, you got to open them. If you don't open them, that warm, moist air is trapped between your window treatments and that cold plate glass. So it's not going to solve anything. So you got to open up the treatments. If you don't have an air exchanger, you can run bath fans. Most everybody has bath fans. Turn them on. Ceiling fans, if you got a ceiling fan, you can turn that on, run that for a while. Circulating fans, something you set on the floor or clip to a nightstand or whatever you have, you can use those inside of the room where it's really you're having the most problem. Circulate the air. You could put it right on the window. That would get rid of it the quickest way. An extreme is to crack the window open and let that warm, moist air escape the house. I've seen that help. A humidifier. Man, a lot of people have humidifiers in the wintertime because, it's dry. So their skin is dry and itchy. Well, they got a humidifier. Well, the humidifier is causing a problem. So when it's really cold outside, you got to turn them things off, man. You might have one on your furnace. You might have one you bought from Target or another retail store you got standing in your bedroom or whatever. Turn the sucker off. If you're taking long baths or taking lots of baths or showers, if you're taking long showers, all that moisture is, you're just increasing the problem, okay? So the goal when it's really cold out, if you're having an extreme problem, is to reduce the amount of moisture that you're creating inside the house. Plants create a lot of moisture. I don't have anything against plants, okay? But plants, you're dumping a gallon of water on them every day, and most likely you got them sitting by a patio door, by a window, on a windowsill so they get the sunlight. Man, the moisture is just bleeding out of those suckers and going right to the window, and you're just creating a huge problem. So what you're going to have to do there is remove the plants away from the window. Get them into the interior of the house, remove them from the house, you can, but obviously that's not usually feasible. So those are some things that you can do to help eliminate or control your window condensation. And before you get all high and mighty, it's not the fault of the window. The windows that we use here in our climate are rated for the extreme. Could you put a better window in? Yes. Can anybody afford that? No. But the windows that average homes have in them are designed to meet our extreme climate. It's just there's some times in our winters where we get really extreme and we just can't fool the inside to think that it's warm and moist outside. And eventually it just meets at the window and it condensates. So before you go blaming the windows, 9 times out of 10, it's not the window. It's usually the environment, what's happening inside the home, how the people are living, use of the air mechanical systems that you have. I mean, we have been mandated as builders to build homes to be very energy efficient, which means they're super airtight. And if you don't get some of that air ventilated out of there, you're going to start having some problems. So these are just things you're going to have to get used as a homeowner or an occupant to start dealing with and maintaining and making sure that you're controlling the situation. All right, so I covered a lot there. If there's any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them. Just feel free to reach out to me at any time. All right, we'll talk to you later.